Hi, I'm Maude. This is Mabel and Marcana. Thank you for joining us. I'll start out with a poem. It's called Who We Are. We must remember who we are and not forget who we were, while we create who we will become. Together as one, we represent life through the light of the rising sun. On earth, here's another one. On earth and afar, look up at the stars to find out who you are. Know that we're here and we're also afar. We express Earth messages through our creative art, and we each hold a special place in her heart. Okay. I'm going to read it again because that was really off. It's called On Earth and Afar. Look up at the stars to find out who you are. Know that we're here and we're also afar. We express Earth's messages through creative art, and we each hold a special place in her heart. I wanted to talk about reincarnation, because I believe that's occulted knowledge that dark occultists know happens, and they don't want people to know about it, but I believe it's true, and here is something I wrote. It's called Occulted Knowledge of Reincarnation. The dark cabal has kept this knowledge from the masses so they can keep people in their cycle of slavery. When we incarnate, we have a new mind and the protection of the previous self/soul. We must tap into this and find the answers we need to defeat the system we came to break so Mother Earth can be free. And that's why we're here, to bring down this trap. The Archons think they have control, but they don't. They only use fear and intimidation and try to scare us and make us feel like there's nothing we can do to change it, but we can, because we need to tell the order followers to stop following orders, because the Archons know there's karmic consequence of behavior, so that's why they have order followers doing what they want them to do, and they know that the karmic consequence will come back to the order follower and not the order giver. But we're exposing the order givers, and we're going to tell them that we're not going to do and act the way they wish we would. But we're not going to go along with their garbage, and we're going to speak out against it. And we're going to make videos, and we're going to talk, and we're going to use our freedom of speech, and we're going to do what we came here to do. Justice is deserved for everyone, and we need to help, and that's what we're trying to do. So, just on a positive timeline, things aren't going as they want, and we are having a new awakening and a new beginning, and we are going to wash away all the wicked system. Here's a good poem. It's called The Burn. Our legacy lives on long after we die, because death is only a change of mind. Our souls are recycled, and we have returned to watch the Archons slowly get burned. And that's what we're doing, and exposing the wickedness and people who do horrific things. Charmella had some more rap poetry skits she wanted to read, so I'll turn over to her. Hey. Okay. Hey, how are you? This one's called Blind Archon.
Blind Archon by Charmella and Senye. If you think you control our fate, then you'd be a tragic mistake. I'll take a razor blade and slash your face. Think that's bad? That's only a taste. You sorry sack of human waste. You make me sick. How about I take out both your eyes with an ice pick? Because the only thing you can see is money. Your brain is the size of a pea. You never understand how to be truly free, because all the wealth in the world is nothing but slavery. Here's a good quote I had called, The powers that were no longer have power because we are no longer victims of fear. They count on our fear. They feed off of our fear. And we are not afraid. I'm not afraid. I write my poems and my songs, and I will be here to speak on whatever you need. Whatever our topic is, it'll come to me like a message in my mind. And that, I believe, like we were saying on the last episode, how humanity is receptors of thought rather than generators of thought. Because sometimes when my poetry comes to me and I'm amazed, and I think, whoa, I gotta share this with somebody, we gotta do this, it's great because I write the poetry down and Senye does the editing and she makes it sound better, and it's just a great team. But things come to me, I feel like it's my responsibility to share my gift. And I think that's what we're supposed to do. Is synchronistically, people use their skills to help one another and build a system of goodness and peace. And when it comes to me, it's like I've been given a gift, and I would not want to be paid for it because I'm getting this gift to share with the world, to help bring about the changes that Mother Earth wants to see. So that's how I feel. And they have people come to Earth and they want to get patents and all this stuff so they can control everything and take your gift and make you have to pimp yourself out with your gift. When we should be working in harmony and doing what we need, what we want to do, and not being forced to work and have a job of hours. Instead, we use our skills instead. So stuff like that. Okay, here's another one. It's called Message in My Head. This morning I got a message in my head. It said the New World Order is dead, and the true world order of Earth has just begun, as we rise and shine with the rays of the sun. Now, Mark and I came up with this idea called the True World Order of Earth, which is synchronistically in the positive timeline. Synchronistically, we all working together as one, because what's really interesting too is when we write and stuff, and we notice that sometimes the radio shows that we're listening to are talking about exactly what we're writing about. And also when we hear that, we get inspired to write things too. So it's really neat how that works. And I think that's how it's supposed to work. I love it. I love it. And it makes you feel so good. You get such a rush because you know that you wrote something great and you want to share it with the world. And that's why Mark kind of came up with the True World Order of Earth is going to kick the New World Order's ass. And we have a cartoon we're going to be releasing about that. So stay tuned for that. Okay, here's another one. It's called Death of the New World Order by Charmella and Senye. The New World Order is dead. It shot itself in the head and bled all over the checkerboard floor. It just could not handle what the True World Order of Earth has in store. Such is a future where nobody's rich and nobody's poor. Everyone just helps each other and business is no more. People growing their own food and sharing their skills. No more monetary system or written wills. In the True World Order of Earth, nobody dies, and there won't be any more lies, religion, or spies. The consciousness lives on, will be happy to return again, and after the body and flesh is dead and gone, there won't be no more cause of more cycles, because Mother Earth recycles, and she needs to breathe, and we need clean air and seas. Lately I've been craving a clean breeze, instead of all the chemtrails making me cough and sneeze. Toward the sky I scream, the true world order of Earth is not a dream, it's real, and as more awakened I can feel the archons losing their grip. This is the end of their trip. It's time for the true world order of Earth to start cracking her whip. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if it's going to stop in the middle of my stuff because usually we run out of time on the card, but I'm going to read another one, and if I get cut off, I'll start it over next week. So, here's another one. It's called The Following by Charmella. I've come prepared and know I'm not scared. I will unleash secrets that most wouldn't dare. Because I care, and my skills I will share for free. Because it ain't about me. It's about justice and dignity. And hopefully more will be inspired and follow my footsteps wherever I go. I know that my heart is true. And with love on our side, we'll pull through. Because we can do anything that we put our mind to.
Thank you. And to turn it back over, Maude has an article that she would like to read. So here she is. Hi. Oh, sorry, my jaw is acting up again.
We had a quote here, and I just want to read.
Now, you probably, if you listen to Mark Passio's presentation about a cold mockery of military and police, you'll learn a lot about symbols and stuff that are around that the dark occultists use, but don't fear them. Don't ever fear them. Because that's just all that they are. And they like to put those symbols around to fear and intimidate people. But here's a good quote about that.
It says, "Do not fear the satanic icons littered everywhere, for they are only the material waste of those who live in the
illusion of power."
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, we have an article. I'm not sure if we're going to get through it all, but we'll try it.
It says, something big and positive is happening. The Inevitability of Peaceful Revolution by Lance Shuttler from in5d.com. The victory drums to the tune of Maurice Ravel's Bolero are now commencing with the crescendo as this writing goes to press. Everywhere in the world, we are now seeing the awakening of humanity speed up. We are seeing massive rallies against corruption and rallies for peace spread. We are seeing tyranny, cover-ups, and false flags exposed. And more importantly, we are seeing movements converging that offer solutions to these issues the world faces. Since the Occupy Wall Street protests in late 2011, the world has seen continued cries for justice, peace, and equality. We have seen continued protests against Monsanto over the past several years, as well as the hacker group Anonymous rallies for justice, transparency, and peace. In 2012, we synchronized anti-austerity protests throughout all of Europe. In 2013, it was in the form of millions taking the streets in Brazil. Also in 2013, we saw over 8 million flood the streets of Cairo, Egypt, as the military supported the people's birthright to freedom by removing the corrupt regime. In 2014, in Catalonia, Spain, we saw Europe's largest peaceful rally as over 2 million Catalans took to the streets for independence from Spain. In 2014, we also saw the world's largest march on climate change, as well as Walmart's biggest strike in history on Black Friday. In early 2015, we then saw over 3 million unified for peace in Paris after an alleged terror attack. Though the mainstream media desperately tries to continue the facade that all is well among the status quo and banking elite, reality has cracked open the egg of illusion and has spread everywhere. Its seeds of truth, freedom, equality, and peace. What we are now living through and witnessing is the starting of a new world. People are rethinking and questioning the way things are done. We are seeing many people's hearts and minds shifting from programmed thinking and acting due to elitist propaganda into ways of self-direction, freedom, and abundance. People's inner worlds of heart and mind are breaking free, and we are seeing this have direct and positive impacts on our outer world. This inner drive for every single one of us to feel and be free. Feel and be free. We are seeing many people's hearts and minds shifting from programmed thinking and acting due to elitist propaganda into ways of self-direction, freedom, and abundance. People's inner worlds of heart and mind are breaking free, and we are seeing this have direct and positive impacts in our outer world. This inner drive for every single one of us to feel and be free. in every way, is causing the conditioned past to be transcended, and is creating a convergence of hearts, minds, projects, ideas,